Assalamualaikum and good day. Today I would like to touch about the value of engineering. In your design, actually to be capable to measure in the value engineering. So based on the definition and the application and then how to implement value engineering, we will discuss today to understand about the value engineering in your design. So every engineering design will be well in the preparing of the design. So we try to value our design in the market, if whether it is suitable and will be capable in the engineering or in the customer acceptable. Yeah. So in this topic, we will touch about these issues. Yeah. So what is value engineering is? So an organized study of the functions to satisfy the user's need with a quality product at the lowest life cycle cost through applied creativity. So based on your design will be the value. Is it the product is good quality, and then how we measure your product is will accept in the market, yeah, and then useful, yeah, and maybe certain application, yeah, we will consider is good, yeah, in the implementation. So definition of the value engineering is the first bullet said that value engineering, we can call the VE, yeah, or value analysis, is management technique that seeks the best functional balance between cost, reliability, and performance of the product, project, process, or service. Mean that your product is if you measure by cost, is it can accept, yeah, in certain applications. Some very high cost, but it's not uh, can implement, yeah, because it's a very high of the cost, and then maybe cannot uh, uh, whatever cannot buy by the customer. So because it's a very high, but if you measure compared to the cost and then the uh, application of this product, maybe it's not balanced. Yeah? Maybe if the customer don't want to buy, it says no, nothing is lose. Yeah, so better the customer don't want to buy. So why we need to buy the product with the high product? Uh, uh, Even though we can use other product, or we don't want to use product, but still can solve our problem. That's how to measure the by cost. Yeah. So, and then the reliability and the performance. Yeah. Is it can be accept? Let's say we use for the uh, what we call in the kitchen application. Yeah. So is it reliability we implement, we use in the kitchen application? If not, why we need to buy? Yeah, the customer don't need to buy because it's not uh, consider very important product, maybe. Yeah. So that's why we need to measure our the product. And then what is the value? Value is the lowest price you must pay to provide a reliability function or service. So if the customer want to buy your product, make sure your product is uh, very low cost in the maintenance. is not very high price when the meet to the maintenance. So that's why the customer need to uh, uh, good in when you introduce your product, so you can introduce your product is a very low cost in the maintenance and easy to maintenance. And good value is the lowest cost to reliably provide the required function with the essential performance. Your product is will be compared with the other product. If it is good, and then they will accept the product, and then will be maybe will be think to buy, and then I think this product will be have the comparison, and then we will be comparable to the market. Value is always increased by decreasing cost while maintaining essential performance. So actually, if you consider the cost is lowest compared to others, and then the product will be increase the value. Yeah, so mean that will be acceptable in the market. Value may also be increased if the customer need, want, and is willing to pay for greater performance. Yes, of course. The customers now already smart, yeah, and then they will I think now in the global condition, they will try to get the information very easy, and then just searching by machine in the internet, and then they will find the comparison value with the other. So if your product is have the value valuable in the certain application, they will be accepted. Yeah. Range of the application, value engineering applies to everything, because every project or process has a function. So every product you design, they have the function. So you make sure the value engineering will be implemented to your design. Value engineering can be applied at any point of design or process. So mean if you design in several part, yeah, of your product, so every part will be measured with the system of the value engineering. Value engineering is a problem solving technique. Yes, you need to have a certain technique how to value engineering your product, maybe by part by part. So every part will be um, uh, through go to measure technique in value engineering. Value engineering can be used as technique for developing design criteria. So this is the way how to value your product. Is it good or not? So you need to measure your product is good or not by value engineering. So here's a value engineering study conducted. So this is a methodology. When you try to starting to value your product. So the job plan value engineering is often done by systematically following a multi-stage job plan. So Larry Ma's original system was a 6-step procedure, which he called the value analysis job plan. So actually, they have a systematically mean that by sequence. So after finish the first stage, will we go to the second stage and so on until to last stage. So now we have a certain procedure systematically, yeah, of the value your product. Yeah. So the first is orientation, second information, functional, yeah, followed by functional creative, evaluation, development, presentation, and the last is implementation and follow up. This is your product will be the how your product will be valued. So in the job plan orientation phase, you need to go through uh, 7 steps. Yeah? The first, identify issues, prioritize issues, and then draft scopes and objects, establish evaluation factor, determine study theme, and collect data, prepare for value study. Yeah. And then we go to the first step is information phase. Further familiarization of the project by the team. All team members participate in determine the true need of the project. Areas of the high cost or low worth identified. Actually, this is the beginning of the procedure. So you need to collect the data, information. This is a product is actually need by the market. Yeah. So you need to study, and then you need to calculate the cost. Yeah. How much the cost will be used. Yeah, in this to produce this product. And then the second plan is a functional phase. So functional analysis analyzes the basic function of the product using the verb and nouns such as boil water is in the case of the of our kettle. What is the function boil water? So the team need to study about the function of the product. If the product is used in the boiler, for example, in your case is maybe in a refrigerator system. Yeah? So you need to study what the function of the product. And then creative phase. This step requires a certain amount of the creative thinking about the theme. A technique that is useful for this type of analysis is brainstorming. This stage is a concern with the developing alternative. So why you need to do this product? Why you need to uh, you create, you design this product? So because of your creativity. So which part will be you contribute in your creativity? You need to creative in your product. If not, if it's simple, it mean that there will be represented by other product. So why the customer need to pay your product? So you need to learn about your creativity. Which part is will be creative, and then you contribute of your knowledge, yeah, on then you implement in your product. So maybe your product will be introduced with different design and function maybe, and maybe your product will be propose your good in the uh, performance or efficiency. And then evaluation phase. In this phase of the workshop, the value team judge the ideas, the developer during the creative phase. So you need a team. Your product it should be assessed by your team. Is it your product developer is a creative or not? Yeah, and then value team rank the ideas found to be irrelevant or not worthy of additional study or disregarded. Yeah, so mean that if your creative is acceptable, will be go through, will be proceed. If not, you will be go back to redesign and then contribute, and then will be redesigned to give a good idea to be more creative. Yeah, those ideas that represent the greatest potential for cost saving and improvement are selected for development. So in creativity design also need to consider about the cost. If the cost is compared to others, to previous design is higher, so why the customer need to pay that product, that your creativity? Why you need to think that, because some product will be uh, good creativity but still have high uh, cost to produce this product. So need to balancing within the cost and the creativity. And then development phase, the team develop the selected ideas into the alternatives or proposal with a sufficient level of documentation to allow makers to determine if the alternative should be implemented. So in the development phase, the team need to select the ideas. Maybe the team will become with the several ideas. So it's not one ideas only. So maybe you can collect the several ideas and then you try to a filter to selecting these ideas based on the cost, balancing cost, and your creativity. Is it suitable or not? And then in the next step is presentation phase. The presentation phase is actually presenting the best alternative to those who have the authority to implement the proposed solution. They are acceptable. So the last is you need to present in your team. So your product is already selected, and then why, reason of the selection, uh, with the good reason to present to the team. And then implementation and follow up. So in this step is actually we need to feedback. So develop an implementation plan and execute the plan, monitor the plan to completion objective during the implementation, and follow up. Phase management must ensure that approved recommendation are converted into the action. So after your design already accepted, then you need to monitor. You follow up during the produce this product. So you need to follow up or anything in the documentation, and then the product itself, and then purpose of the value engineering, determine the best design alternative, reduce cost, improve quality, increase reliability and availability, enhance customer satisfaction, improve organization and performance, identify problem, and the last develop recommended solution. So actually, once we design and then we get all these purpose. Okay, based on the uh, this curve to describe if you design is starting with the low, because if you don't value your product, engineering product, and then what happen? So maybe in the first graph, we just start with the analysis, the planning with got is not well, planning. So what happened? And the future, your maintenance will be high, maybe, so the cost will be higher. So the product is not have good value in the market. If you start with a good planning, maybe will be costly in the beginning of the design, because you need to team to value your product first. You need to invest the cost in the beginning of the project. Of course, when you start your project with the team, and then we will have high cost to uh, design your product. So you see, the starting with the high of cost. So what happened later on? So maybe you can get the product with the low cost of maintenance. Even though you starting beginning with the high cost of, because you need to value your product. But if you don't plan with good, with it's not consider good planning. So what happened? Maybe you don't have need to make the group of research. You don't need to pay first of investment cost. Yeah, so maybe lowest of our investment cost. And what happen in the future? And the last, you need to pay. Yeah, of the product is high maintenance, and then we get the maybe high of the complaint from the customer. So the last of our class, we can conclude that, yeah, three goals that we are looking at the value engineering. The first, identify the additional function that are not attractive to customer. Maybe the function your product is not interesting, so you can value in the early of project. Yeah, so you can identify first. Yeah, and then the second, add the attractive function for the customer. So if you need to add more the creative in your product, and then you can, in the planning, you can do the creativity, yeah, on your product. And the last is saving because of the elimination of the redundant function. So maybe the function is already done, yeah, by previous product. Yeah, so you need to study that. Some maybe product already uh, launching in the market, and then you just repeat the other product, from the other industry. So just repeat. So this is no value, yeah, in the market. So you need your creativity, and then you need to design, well designed, and then you can save the maintenance cost, and then you can say in the market your product is better than your other product. Okay, that's all for today. And then make sure uh, do your task, to consider your attendance. Thank you. That's all for today. Assalamualaikum and good day.